There's no worse feeling when you're presenting in front of an audience and your viewers' eyes glaze over. Mobile phones come out, tweets get tweeted, memes get shared. Even the most boring of emails gets checked. And somewhere in the back, is that snoring you hear? You've just experienced a presenter's worst nightmare. The dreaded phenomena of death by PowerPoint. The same old tricks that once charmed the audience and got them leaning forward in their seats could now have them rolling their eyes, heaving heavy sighs, and reaching for their phones to tune you out. Don't let bad slide design happen to you. You've got the experience, you've got the knowledge, but if you appear to be out of touch, people may not care about what you have to say. If you want to impress your audience, good presentation design is essential. In this video, let's dig into some design ideas that will help you keep your audience engaged and hopefully even knock their socks off. A great presentation engages both sides of the brain. The left brain is targeted with data, clear facts, and dexterity, while the right brain connects with emotional storytelling and powerful visuals. But remember, not all presentations are created equal. So before you even start designing, think about your audience. Analyze who they are and what type of visuals make sense. Study your audience, understand their style, and learn what's appropriate for them. After all, a presentation for a TED Talk requires a completely different approach than presenting to investors. If you're presenting to teenagers, you'd want to design your slides in a way that would resonate with them. If you're presenting in front of professionals, you need to design your presentation accordingly. Otherwise, you'll risk subjecting your audience to visual torture. Every presentation is an exercise in storytelling. When you're able to tell a story that resonates with your audience and grabs their attention, you've got them wrapped around your finger. It helps create an experience rather than just another PowerPoint. That's because we've been wired to pay attention to stories since the Stone Age. They help us remember ideas while building empathy and engaging us. Did you know our attention spans have become worse than goldfish? With such short attention spans, how can you make your audience pay attention? Hey, stop looking at your phones! Studies show that the human attention span is roughly 10 seconds. That means if the information on your slide can't be consumed in under 10 seconds, there is a high chance the audience will get distracted. Don't crowd too much information on a slide. Instead, try to use each slide for a single thought or idea. Like I mentioned in point 1, don't try to fit too much on a single slide. Barreling through a series of bullets, data points, and jargon can leave your audience, especially visual learners, very lost. Avoid burying important information in text blocks where it will be missed. Instead, distill your complex ideas into concise visual statements. Focus on one key idea per slide, and always keep the text brief and readable. Nothing clutters a design like too many fonts. This is a well-known fact, but it bears repeating. Try to find one large bold font for your headers and a separate sans serif font for the rest of your copy. Your font choices set a tone of voice for your presentation, so you should make sure that your fonts are in line with the themes you're discussing and the type of audience you expect to engage. Using all caps in your slides will draw the eyes and give your message importance. But beware of how you use this. The font must be carefully thought out and is not suited for a text-heavy presentation. Use all caps in PowerPoint as sparingly as you can. Think of all caps as a stylistic device that should be used in moderation. It is an effective way to emphasize important terms or underline striking statements. In presentations, all caps should be limited to title slides and headings. There are so many ways to design visually appealing information that can be easily scanned and understood by the audience. Bullets are not one of them. Simple illustrations, icons, and pictures can get the point across far more quickly. Given the short screen time, it's essential to showcase numbers and statistics in a visual form so that it's easier for your audience to understand. Don't bludgeon your audience with overwhelming numbers. Instead, take them on a journey that they can remember. Don't make your audience squint. They won't thank you for blinding them. Use contrasting colors in your slides to make the information pop in a positive way. The best colors have high contrast, so they are easily seen on your slides. Dark backgrounds should have light text and bright accent colors, and conversely, light backgrounds should have dark text and bold accent colors. This way, the audience can read the text clearly and see the graphs or shapes on each slide. The use of full screen video in your slides can have a big impact on your storytelling. Simple videos that complement your message can add a whole new dimension to your presentation. And if I've managed to retain your attention, you've probably sensed a theme here. When it comes to fonts, colors, images, and other design elements, you don't want to overdo it. Simple is almost always better. Using a minimal design composition is a great way of being unique and pleasing. Just be careful not to make it boring. Minimalism in the presentation design process is highly subjective. What may look clean and minimal to you may look plain and boring to others. Remember to always put your audience needs on the forefront. Make the experience good for them and you'll be justly rewarded. PowerPoint has dozens of transitions and animations available. It's easy to go overboard and actually confuse your audience. Stick to a single transition and animation type throughout your entire slideshow. Animation should only be used in a professional PowerPoint if it adds value to the content. How do you know if animations are adding value? Just ask yourself these questions. Does this animation serve a functional purpose? Does it demonstrate something I can't convey with words or images alone? Does it create a sense of momentum in the story or reinforce a unified brand message? Does it enhance my viewer's understanding? Remember, the effect you're going for is wow and not, oh well, you tried. These are some of the best practices and overall good design habits that should help take your presentation to the next level. If you found this helpful, leave us a like and we'll see you next time.